A Hot Ham Sandwich asks, is a FRIA open to the general public once it's established? So for those who don't know, a FRIA is an FAA recognized? No, registered? FAA registered area. Bunty, what's the I stand for?
FAA recognized identification area.
Shit, I was right the first time. Yeah, you take enough shots, eventually you can go, oh yeah, I was right the third time. The first time. FAA recognized identification area, and it is a place where you can fly a drone that would normally need remote ID without remote ID. For those who have no intention of putting a remote ID on their drones at all, this doesn't really matter. All of life is a FRIA for you, right up until the FAA finds you and fines you. Haha, get it? Finds you and fines you? Little wordplay there. Yeah, but that probably won't happen, so who cares? But my house is a FRIA. We applied for my property to be recognized as a FRIA a little while back, and thanks to the continuing efforts of the FPV Freedom Coalition, the FAA agrees that my house is a FRIA. And what that means is that anyone who flies a drone recreationally, Part 107 operators still need remote ID, because F you, that's why. But anybody who flies at my house recreationally doesn't need to have remote ID on their aircraft. Isn't that cool? But the question is, does that mean that anyone can come here and fly? And the answer is no! No! No, this is still my private property. A FRIA doesn't mean that you have to open the whole property to the community or anybody. Obviously. As we discussed in a previous live stream, some people have gotten FRIAs approved for property that they don't own. Now, this is public property, like an office park. They applied for the FRIA. The FAA looked at it and said, yeah, it seems like it's okay to fly here. We think you should be able to fly here without remote ID. And they approved it. Now, you still can be trespassed and kicked off the property by the owner of the property, but the FAA will not ding you for flying there without remote ID. That's all a FRIA means. Okay? Now, I would like to say, I was on a walk this morning. I was on a walk outside my house. I just walk up and down my street. It's a little country lane. Just take it, enjoy the weather. And I found this. And I want to know, this is not mine. I want to know who's been at my house flying. Who was it? Because if this was me, I think I know what quadcopter this came off of. That is exactly right. Justin Miller, Gold Star. That's from an iFlight Nazgul. I also believe that's an iFlight Nazgul. Now, I owned an iFlight Nazgul V2 a very long time ago. Did it have green? Did it have green protectors on it? That's the Evoke. Where's the Nazgul? Nazgul Evoke, Nazgul V3, Nazgul Evoke. That's the Evoke. Evoke. Where's the Nazgul? I know I reviewed the Nazgul. I know I've flown the Nazgul. I know I owned a Nazgul. Here we go. iFlight Nazgul. What's the date on this? $200. Oh my God, what a time. What a time to be alive. 4 years ago. That wasn't that long ago. Does it have green protectors on it? Come on, Bardwell. Where's the damn drone? Oh, look, I was experimenting with a third camera angle. Where is it? I apparently wasn't experimenting with lighting. No, that's gray. That's not green, that's gray. Maybe that was the Sedora. No, orange. That was the Sedora. The Sedora was orange. I actually remember that. So it wasn't green. Therefore, I don't think this came from one of my quads. Nope. I'm looking at my quads on the wall. I don't think this came from one of my quads. So, which one of you guys came to my house, heard I was a FRIA, and decided it was a good idea to fly my house? Okay. Don't know. Maybe we may never know. Anyway. Maybe somebody else came over and visited. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not mad about it. I just thought it was funny.